Welcome to Machine Universe. Prepare for catastrophic errors. We're tracking the worst logging mistakes, from amateur tree fails to extreme physics-defying truck disasters. Any serious tree cutting should be done by trained arborists, not random bystanders if you want to stay out of trouble. Imagine a job that's already crazy tough. Then you add fire on top of it. With a steel MS 880 and a 60-inch bar in a big oak like this, he's basically cutting out a whole dining room table. A small mistake just cost a $150,000 rig and a load of timber. Expensive lesson. This scene is a perfect example of real-world logging. The ground is chewed up, the machine is pushed to its limits, and the logs are massive. The John Deere skidder is earning its keep right now, pulling hard against the wet, heavy soil. That is some top-tier tree cutting right there. It takes incredible skill to control the saw and your balance simultaneously at that height. You can tell this isn't his first time up there. That's some serious experience on display. At this rate, the whole village will run out of chainsaws and that tree will still be standing there. Forget ground-based skidders. This is next-level extraction. This operation in Switzerland by Rotex is lifting huge bundles, maybe more than 3 tons, off the steep terrain. You have to admit, the lift and the pilot's control are seriously impressive. At first glance, it looks like a backyard toy, but then it swallows that 12-inch log whole. The hydraulic power on such a compact frame is mind-blowing. It handles that heavy timber better than some full-size tractors I've seen. Watching this hurdle mill in action reminds me why old-school carriage setups still hang with the modern line. A perfect example of exactly how not to do it. Gravity just claimed a $500 prize. Now that's what you call an off-road machine. The Ural logging truck is proving why it's a legend, muscling its way through that deep, cold muck. Only pure, uncompromising truck power gets a full load of timber across terrain like that. Making a living out here looks incredibly tough. Many everyday items we buy in a store start with someone fighting through deep mud like this just to get the job done and feed their family. He nailed that first tree perfectly to trigger the chain reaction. That takes serious skill. If he missed by just 6 inches, the whole plan would have failed instantly.
Missed the shot on the other one over there. I got 7.
That truck is playing a dangerous game on the snow. With 220,000 pounds piled up, a sudden weight shift on the ice could flip the entire rig instantly. It's hard to imagine the pressure on the driver. I can practically smell the mixed gas exhaust and fresh sawdust through the screen. This is the ultimate motorsport for lumberjacks. Man, that Kiravet's K701 tractor is here for a brutal fight. Look at it go. Watch the brute force machine tear that stubborn tree right out of the abandoned field. We are deep in the mountains of Yoshinonara, Japan, where forestry is an art form. The entire process involves harvesting these 200-year-old cedars. After felling, helicopters perform the intense extraction, airlifting the logs to the staging area. What a beautiful machine to lead the transport phase. The Volvo FH540 truck is the backbone of this logging operation. The procedure is always about careful loading onto the robust Grumier frame, followed by the truck powering the entire load through challenging roads to its final destination. Hours to load, seconds to unload. That's the power of the Svetruk log stacker. The process is incredibly efficient. The massive grapple grabs huge bundles, quickly clearing the logging truck. Welcome inside an incredible modern sawmill. The amazing process here relies on automated sawing technology. That level of machine flexibility and optimization truly opens the door for efficient production. Stay tuned to see how they maximize every piece of timber from the forest. That 60-foot trunk was actually hollow inside, taking it down was the only safe choice to prevent a future disaster. At this point, I don't know if this is a job or an extreme sport. They are lucky to be alive. Well, let's see if that chipper works. It looks custom made, but the real test is how quickly it chews up those branches. Hopefully he plans on adding a proper safety hopper and shields before running it full time. You can almost feel the heat radiating through the screen. Battling the creek fire in Central California is hard enough without having to dodge 50 tons of falling timber in the smoke. Looking at those massive pine logs, that trailer is overloaded by at least 5 tons. The suspension is screaming, but that diesel engine just keeps pulling without hesitation. It's a serious fight between the tractor's force and the truck's weight. The 600i50 tractor is clearly giving it everything, but pulling that stuck, loaded man on the snow is brutal.
Диаметр пня 1 метр.
Warning, we have a major root war in progress. The excavator is throwing serious weight around, trying to break the grip of that meter-wide stump. It took the operator nearly 2 hours of non-stop action to conquer the ground and finally lift that massive relic. While primarily designed for clearing heavy underbrush and stumps, the GT25 XP chipper proves it has enough raw power to handle full-scale tree removal. Grinding through a 3-foot cottonwood trunk isn't the standard method, but it certainly demonstrates the impressive versatility of this heavy-duty mulcher. No helmet, no wedges, and cutting the birch from the worst possible spot. My nerves are shot just watching it. That's a recipe for disaster. When the plan is, it'll probably be fine, this is usually how it ends.
Geliyor.
The crane reaches out, grabs the fresh saw logs, and swings them over. The operator is moving that massive weight with incredible feel and accuracy. Massive respect to these drivers. Hauling giant logs is the toughest job on wheels.
Du sägst den ganzen Sportautomaten von drinnen, gell? Du sägst
Want to split logs up to 4 meters long without leaving your seat? The Adro Dominator makes it happen. It handles logs up to about 20 inches in diameter, all controlled via remote, making the hydraulic crosswedge height adjustment simple. It's truly simple and perfect. Spending the day at Doc's Tavern in Machias involves more than just cold drinks. Watching a custom-built V8 hot saw tear through timber offers a unique, gasoline-fueled adrenaline rush for the local crowd. This isn't just labor, it is an art form. Manipulating massive trees with such grace is truly impressive. That harvester head acts like a robotic hand with a chainsaw. It grabs, feeds, and cuts with terrifying precision. Seeing it handle those heavy trunks like they are toothpicks really shows off the insane hydraulic pressure involved here. True masters of the road are right here at ZBW Logging. Driving a loaded Peterbilt with a 550 Cat down that road is an incredible act of courage and skill. The entire process is a constant test of nerve. Watch runs like this, and you get why West Coast log haulers earn so much respect. Looking down at thousands of board feet waiting to be processed really puts the scale of industrial lumber production into perspective. Listen to that Cat C27 V12 roar. All 1050 horsepower are working hard as the Morbark 30 RXL chipper processes dry spruce logs into chips. This is the start of the biomass energy chain, a crucial step for the next phase of industrial fuel production. Wonder what happens to all the sawdust and chips. One crucial application is briquetting. The automated machine uses extreme pressure, like transforming lignite, to bind the dry wood biomass without any glue. This creates dense fuel blocks perfect for lighting fires and industrial heating. I felt my stomach drop watching that. That slack rope on the ground clearly did absolutely nothing helpful. The veteran logger can totally relate to those tough days. He starts strong, but sometimes the tree has a mind of its own. It's great to see the final log go down, but the real victory is packing up with his health intact.
Ok?
E qua, și tronile trag destul de bine.
și e o plăcere să stai alături de el, să vezi cum lucrează, de învățat de la el. Chiar
Tough life out there with the TAF. You can tell there's a real TAF expert in the cab.
dacă nu era acest... s-a înțepenit aici. Trebuie să intre pe dedesubt de el. Dar nu e cazul, o să revin cu videoclipul mai încolo, pentru că trebuia tăiat alte bațaconii ce mai face el.
They don't build them like this anymore. A pure iron beast eating that hill.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
that was almost...
That is straight out of a Final Destination movie scene. Look at the working fluff. Hector, the 1.5-year-old ox, is learning the logging commands. Go, stand, turn. It's amazing that a breed famous for its cozy coat is being used for real work, hauling firewood out of the snowy forest. A job that might take a pro 60 seconds is turning into an all-day event. He is trying every trick in the book except the ones that actually work. Some suggest picking a higher gear helps here. Keeps the wheel speed up without over-revving that massive engine. What do you think? Dealing with extreme mud seems to be just another day at the office for some operators. As long as the machine keeps moving, the work apparently continues despite the mess. Seen the damage, now heed the warning. Safety isn't an option, it's a requirement. Subscribe for more extreme encounters with heavy machinery. Thanks for watching Machine Universe. Stay safe.